Lesson 6.9 for pre-algebra is titled Percent of Markup and Decrease. So the last one was percent of increase and decrease, and this is more with everyday merchandise. So if you're working at the mall or any of those type of things. So it says, to make a profit, stores charge more for merchandise than they pay for it. The amount of increase is called the markup. The percent of increase is called the percent of markup. So like Nikes, I'm sure it doesn't cost Nike $100 to make the shoe. So they might sell it for $50 and then Foot Locker marks it up to make their money, to pay for their store, obviously. So it says, Foot Locker originally bought the Nike Air Max running shoes for $99, but they increased the price by 61%. Find the markup. So, to find the markup, write this in your notes. Find the markup. It's the percent of markup times the store's cost. So, the percent of markup is 61% times the store's cost, which is $99. Now, if you're putting this in your calculator, you're going to want to change that to a decimal unless you hit the percent sign. It's just a lot easier just to do 0.61 times 99. And that equals $60.39. Now that's how much they mark it up, $60.39. If they asked for the sale price, you would have to add that to $99, and the shoes would be $159.39. All right, a grocery store has a 20% markup on a can of soup. The can of soup costs the store $1.25. Find the markup. So we do the percent of markup, which is 0.20 times $1.25, and they mark it up 25 cents. So that's all they're looking for. It just says find the markup. So the markup is 25 cents. So then they would charge you $1.50. So a bookstore pays $4.50 for a novel. The percent of markup is 45%. Find the novel's selling price. So this one's a little bit different of a question. You still do the same thing, but you have one more step at the end. So I'm going to start with what they paid for the book, $4.50, times it by the percent of markup. So $4.50 times 0.45. So they're marking it up $2.03. So then what you do is you have to add how much they paid for it, their markup, and then that will give you the selling price. So they're going to sell these books for $6.53. That's the sale price. They paid $4.50 for it. They're going to make $2.03, and they're going to charge you $6.53. So Meijer has to do this all the time. Barnes & Noble, all those stores in the mall have to do this, and they have to have someone smart with math, because then what happens if they have a sale and they have a 25% off sale? Well, then you're not making as much, so they need to figure out exactly how much they can mark it down to still make a profit. When an item goes on sale, the amount of the price decreases is the discount. So the percent of decrease is the percent of decrease is the percent it decreases, is what it's supposed to say. All right, so FYE is having a Valentine's Day sale on DVDs. Usually they sell DVDs for $19.99, but since it's Valentine's Day, all DVDs are on sale for 14% off. Find the discount. So in your notes, write down discount equals the percent of discount times the regular price. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the percent of discount, which is 14%. I'm going to make that a decimal point. And then I'm going to times that by the regular price. So 0.14 times $19.99 And they are going to give you $2.80 discount. $2.80 is my discount. That's how much I'm going to save on this movie. So, how much does FYE sell each DVD for during the Valentine's Day sale? Find the sale price. So now, I just figured out that it's $19.99 for DVDs, and they're going to give me $2.80 off. So what I have to do is take the regular price, which is $19.99, and minus $2.80. And then that will give me the sale price of $17.19. That's how much they should charge you at the register before tax, and then you have to add tax on. All right, a camera that regularly sells for $210 is on sale for 30% off. Find the discount. So they just want the discount, so they just want to know how much am I going to save. Because I do this with a lot of things. I'll find the discount on one and compare it to the other. I don't want to know how much it is. I just want to know how much I'm getting off. So you would do 30% times the cost, and that would be $63 you'd save is the discount for this camera. It's $63 off. Josh bought a new snowblower with a 20% discount coupon. The regular price is $359.99. Find the discounted price. So try this problem, and then we'll correct it. All right, so you start with the price of the snowblower, $359.99 times 20%. And that equals 71.99.8, so it would be $72. And then if I want the discounted price, this is how much I'm getting off. They're going to minus that. So I'm going to take $359.99 and I'm going to minus $72. So the price I'm going to pay at the register is $288. Or $287.99, but I just rounded it. I guess it would be $287.99. Gotta save that penny. So $287.99. So here is a quick little shortcut if you ever wanted to use this when you're at the store. This is what I do. I say, okay, if I'm gonna pay $360 for this snowblower, I get 20% off. So that means I am going to pay 80%. So I get 20% off. I'm going to pay 80%. And then when you do that, it automatically figures it out for you. And then it would be $288. So it's kind of like skipping a step. You're minusing 20% from 100 and getting the 80%. And then I'm just going to figure out exactly what I have to pay. All right, that's it for your notes.